Hello and good morning, everyone. Meteorologist Hutch Johnson joining you on this hump day. A look at your forecast coming up right now.
A Hutch's weather update with Chief Meteorologist Hutch Johnson, brought to you by Robert Gibb and Sons.
All right, over the next 24 hours, we'll have a couple of weather wobbles working their way through some areas of light showers. I can't rule out a rumble of thunder in the afternoon heat of the day, and we do have an overall warming trend heading our way as well. Let's get to the latest on the forecast as we head into our morning hours. So daybreak, spotty sprinkles here and there as we go through. Notice there could be even a flake or two mixed up in the Arrowhead north of the Duluth area on the North Shore. Here's our low pressure system. Again, this is a pretty fast mover skirting its way through. The best chance of any significant moisture as we go through the mid-afternoon hours here. About that 3 to 5 time frame will be drifting down from northwest to southeast. So it's riding along a boundary here with the warm up down to the south and west and the cooler air to the north and east. So I don't think we're going to have solid ice on roads, but if you live in one of these areas that has significant snow on the ground, we're going to be warm enough for rain, but the surface of the ground will play a role as to how icy it gets as we go through the overnight hours tonight. So that's about a look at that. Now, we could have a spotty shower or two again as we go through our Thursday, but by and large, that's it. Keeping our eyes on a system as we go through, but today, here's what you can count on. Temperatures will be cooler to the east and to the west. Sunshine aplenty out in western parts of North Dakota and eastern Montana, 60s there. 56 Minot, 55 Bismarck, breezy with spits and sprinkles from the northwest corner of North Dakota right through the valley. Temperatures 45 to 55 degrees across our area. I've got a 57 for Fargo. I'm sticking with it. We'll have winds that will shift as we go through the latter part of the day to become more northwesterly, and they could be breezy around that brief low pressure system spinning its way through, so it may cool off pretty quickly into the evening hours. We'll stay cool the next couple of days, but by cool, I mean warmer than we've been. 50 to 60 degrees. I'll take it, and the sunocalypse begins Friday with a sweet old 70 on your Saturday. Now, we do need to get ready for some whiplash weather. That's right. Models are still advertising some big time changes Sunday and into Monday. More details on videos on my website about that at hutchesweather.com. But mainly, models are disagreeing. Some, like the European model, say a lot of rain beginning Sunday with thunder in the forecast, changing over to snow, mainly along the international border. It gets gusty. It gets cooler as well, and we stay cooler as well as we go into the middle of next week on the 15th. So I'll have more details on that as we go through. I'll be watching it right now. Not time to panic, but certainly you know how it is around here. Sometimes we get our taste of weather brought to us by wintry weather in Canada. Here's a look then at hutchesweather.com. Thanks for being a part of hutchesweather.com as well by uploading your photos, and you can do that down at the bottom of the page. But I do want to take a moment to remind you of EVCO. Now, EVCO is a petroleum company that prides itself in delivery right here in Lakes Country, located in Detroit Lakes, Minnesota, but they serve a 200-mile radius across the area. Clicking on the button, you can find that they are deliverers of all great products. You can find out more about the products that they have here right on the website, and you can have your operation have these folks deliver it right to your doorstep, making sure that you're all stocked up and ready to get your machinery ready for the planting season and spring that is just ahead. Thanks again for checking out hutchesweather.com. Thank you for supporting my sponsors. And most of all, have yourself a wonderful hump day. I'll be back with updates right here. And thanks for following on Facebook and subscribing on YouTube.